I want to talk about this. I want to teach on this. So, atheism is a disease. It's bad. There's nothing good about atheism. There's nothing good about it at all. And I want to kind of teach why is it bad for the society in general. If we just look at anywhere atheism, which atheism I would define as a belief in there is no God. And then the atheists we have today are not like atheists that we had 10 years ago, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. Where when I was growing up, when people were atheists, they were not good people, but I would say they were still okay with faith. They were, and I'm not, just not everybody. Some people are still like that, but these atheists we have now almost like have this eradicating faith mindset. But there's always been a belief and understanding that even though I don't believe in God, I know that Christians and people of faith make the world a better place because they're the highest givers to nonprofits. You know, people who are not atheists most of the time are not giving to charity, not building wells, not risking their life in foreign countries to help people who are in need. That's a religious thing because the Bible tells us as Christians that we are to go into the world and to make disciples, and that we are to take care of the poor, the sick, the widows. That's what God commands us to do. But when you're atheist, a lot of times you're all about yourself. You're selfish. Your life is lived for you and you alone. You have no reason to live. You have no hope. Your hope is in your own accomplishments, and that's why atheists have a lot of people that are atheists sometimes have mental health problems and things like that because their faith they have when things happen, when storms. This is the problem with atheism. When storms happen, they have no stability. They have nothing to anchor their soul. They have nothing to stable them. They have nothing to stable them, okay? And so atheism is dangerous. Any nation we've looked at that has atheism in it, whether it was Russia or whether it was China, there's always been killing and death that is accompanied atheism. And there's a reason for that. The reason that atheism has a history of atheistic nations where there's killing is because when there is a belief that there is no God, you can do anything. When there is a belief that there is no God, you can do almost anything, period. And so the belief in God is what grounds us to be moral people. When there's a belief in God, it tells us that it's wrong to murder. It's wrong to do X, Y, and Z. When there is no standard, there's lawlessness. And this is what was happening with America right now. We have a lawless nation because of atheism, because of a departure from God, a departure of faith. That there's people that have no moral ground, no high ground, no conscience. Because the previous generations were grounded by a belief in morality that was found in the Bible. And so that's why there was certain things that would not happen in the culture. But there's no longer that. And so the atheism was behind Hitler. Hitler was an atheist. Hitler, he believed in witchcraft as well, but he believed in evolution, which evolution was born out of atheism. Evolution has caused the death of more people than any belief system in the world. 5 times over. And so believing that people are to be defined by race, Darwin was an atheist, and I can go on and on. But atheism is a disease and it's dangerous. And so, belief in Jesus is needed because it gives us hope. It makes us better